Yeah. Yo, step into the ring where the stories get raw. Junkyard James spitting truth, no flaw. Beyond the junkyard, the tales collide. Wrestling's wild side, come and take the ride. Chairs fly, ropes snap, legends unfold. Every move, every slam, the drama is gold. From the underground brawls to the title fights, we break it all down under spotlight nights. Beyond the junkyard, where the stories get told. Steel cages, bright lights, the moment's so bold. From the past to the future, the match stays strong. Junkyard James, keep it real all day long. Tune in, strap up, it's about to get wild. Powerbomb the truth, no sugar, no mild. Every heel, every face, every match that burns. The junkyard delivers, now it's your turn. So hit play, no delay, the bell has rung. Beyond the junkyard, where the legends are sung. Junkyard James got the mic in his grip. Wrestling podcast vibes, now let's take the trip.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Junkyard James, and this is Solo Saturday here on the Beyond the Junkyard podcast. Join us every Saturday for my solo show and every Thursday for the live stream with me and my co-host, Cody Marinera. I appreciate you all for tuning in to watch this episode. We got a good one for you, and we're going to jump right into it. We got to thank our affiliate partners first. That is W Energy, WWE Shop, and StubHub. Let's talk about them. Hey, W Energy is a good energy source to help get that crash-free, jitter-free, pure energy. They're trying to take down the big energy conglomerate, and you can go support our podcast by using the code Beyond the Yard at checkout. Go to w.gg, use that code, get 10% off your order. The rest of the links and everything will be in the description box below. If you're listening to this on audio, you can go to the show notes and all of those links will be there as well. I got a couple things I need y'all to do for me in this episode. I need you to hit that thumbs up button for me. Like this. Let's try to get 10, 15 likes on this video. Comment your thoughts and opinions, things that you want me to talk about, things you want me to not talk about, what you like, what you dislike. We're going to take it all evenly and make this show a community show. Hit that share button, share it with all your pro wrestling friends and family, and even those who maybe don't like pro wrestling but want to watch just some random guy talk about pro wrestling. If that's something that they want, share it with everyone you know. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you know when we're going live and when I'm posting new Saturday episodes. Hey, let's jump right into the most important topic, I think, of the Saturday show. See, Thursday's the live stream. We talk a lot about the in-ring. I want this to be the community show. This is where I get to kind of have fun and talk about some stuff that doesn't happen on the wrestling shows, but just kind of some background IWC news. So let's jump right into Baddies of the Week. In the last 2 weeks we've done this. We've kind of ranked these wrestlers, these female wrestlers, based on a list of like 1 to however many we had. I'm deciding that I'm going to change it up a little bit. And instead of ranking and having a winner and a loser, they're all very good looking women. And I think we should acknowledge that. And we're going to switch things up a little bit. So some of the rules are the same. So submissions will be submitted by people in the Discord, the Real Wrestling Community Discord. If you haven't joined yet, join. The link is in the description as well. And so you'll post it in the Baddies channel of that Discord server. Try to keep them as up to current date as possible. We'll do 1 submission per wrestler. So if somebody submits it it'll just be whoever submits it first. And so the change is it's no longer going to be ranked in some sort of numerical order as of like 11th to 10th to 9th, et cetera, et cetera. We're now just going to go through each submission and say smash or pass. And but it's going to be just a little bit more than just a smash or just a little bit more than a pass. There's going to be some categories. So there's smash, there's pass. Those are the ones that are like, you got to put some thought into it. But sometimes a picture comes across and you're like, quickly, there's no thought involved. It's a pass or it's a smash. So I'm going to introduce a double smash, which is like, there's no thought into it, but it's not like the top tier. It's those that are like, yeah, I'll smash, but they're not perfection. And then there's like that double pass, which is like, there's no thought in it. It's not your type, but they're still, they're not bad. And then I have a triple smash or pass. A triple smash is like, this is it. This is perfection, the best of the best. And then on the opposite side, if you have a triple pass, it's like vomit inducing when you look at the photo. And so I'm going to allow myself one triple anything per episode going forward. So if I use a triple pass early, I can't use a triple smash later on. So let's get through these submissions. We had, I think, 11 of them this week. So not a bad group. We got a lot of submissions by multiple people this week. This will also be fun because, there's some people that are like, yeah, smash, but I might think pass. So again, these are all just my subjective opinions on these photos. So let's get going. Let's start off on this note. We'll start with Tiffany Stratton, and I'm gonna start off easy with just a smash. And this is what I gotta say. I gotta say sorry to Tiffany Stratton because last week I said you were just kind of mid, and then this photo gets submitted this week, and it made me retake those comments back. Like, she's a very attractive woman, and yeah. So smash on Tiffany Stratton. Not a double, not a triple. Like, she's just, like I wouldn't give up the world for her. I'll just say that much, but it's still a smash. We'll move into Lyra Valkyria, and maybe it's just the photo. I'm going to have to pass. And so that's the thing. I can only go, or I'm only judging off the photo that is submitted. And so this photo gives me pass energies. And this is what I got to say about Lyra Valkyria. She looks like best friend material. Like, she's a pretty woman, but she's not like cheat on my wife pretty. You know what I mean? Like, there's some women on here that like, why do you think Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, there's so much, oh, he has to be hitting it behind the scene. Oh, I wonder how his wife, like, if Lyra Valkyria was partnered with Dom, there wouldn't be that discourse, because Lyra Valkyria gives off best friend, nice person energy, and Liv Morgan kind of gives off that crazy, crazy ex-girlfriend vibe, and she's more physically appealing than Lyra Valkyria. For me, it's a pass. It's a pass. So, like I said, put in the comments smash or pass on all of these as well, and you can use whatever ranking system you want to use in the comments. Let's move on to the next one. We got Lola Vice, and so I had to say I had to double take because the top picture. So I gave a double smash on this one. But if it was based off the top picture, I don't know what I could do, because again, this is just some like screenshot from watching a live event. And so I had to do a double take, and yeah, double smash. This is the best of the best so far of the three. Lola Vice. Whew. Good Lord Almighty. Then the double smash for Lola Vice. Let's move on to the next one. Shotzi Blackheart. I'll go smash on this one. Hopefully Shotzi is doing well in her independent wrestling journey. This was from the pre match photo. She also posted one after the match covered in blood. And so Shotzi Blackheart is the indie version of Rhea Ripley. She is legitimately as attractive as Rhea Ripley, but the fact is Rhea Ripley got shoved down our throats for 2 years straight, and Shotzi kind of just sat in catering, and so no one got to see this. I think she's as attractive or more attractive than Rhea Ripley, and they basically have the same physical characteristics that, like, the reason people love Rhea Ripley is the goth look, the tattoos, the other assets, and Shotzi looks just like her. It's just she's just not as visibly seen on WWTV, but she gets a smash from me. We'll move on to Jade Cargill, and again, just buy the picture. I have to pass on this one. I'm not a big fan of these like school picture day LinkedIn type headshot photos, like these photos that all the wrestlers take backstage, because they're cropped and edited and filtered in a way to make it look appealing. I like the more, like that Shotzi photo, more candid, selfie-esque type photo. But let's just be honest, Jade Cargill is intimidating. She looks like if I said something wrong, she would slap me into next week. Like, so that's not appealing. That's not attractive to me. The photo doesn't do anything special to me. It just looks like it looks like any other modeling photo. I could find 100 of these from models across the world. So I got to pass on this one. Maybe if it was a different picture, my mind would change. Like, it's on the line. Like, she's a pretty woman, but it's a pass on this instance. But we move to Mara Shade, and this is what I'm talking about. Obviously, someone else took this photo, or she set it up on a tripod or whatnot. But this is the more like intimate, candid type of stuff that I like in a hotel room. And Mara Shade, I don't know. I would give up all of the money in my wallet for you, I guess. Double smash for Mara Shade. Oh, we got more about her in a minute. I want after this segment about some Twitter stuff that she said that I want to talk about. But Mara Shade, double smash. Let's move on to the next one. Saraya gets the double pass. And I don't know what it was, but like 10 years ago, this probably would have been a smash and not a pass. But I don't know exactly what Saraya did to modify her appearance, but I'm not a fan of it. And so personally, it is a pass. Some people may find her attractive. I tend not to. So double pass for me on Saraya. Let's move on to the next one, which is Andrea Bazarte, again, with the freaking high school photo, LinkedIn screen headshot. She looks like any Instagram model from Mexico or TikTok model from Mexico. I can find 20 other people that look like her. Like, she's not bad. And maybe if I had a couple drinks in me, it would turn from pass to smash. But she's not anything special, and I'm not saying I'm anything special either. But to me, it's a pass because I don't know. It's just a carbon copy of like any fit Mexican woman. And I don't even know who Andrea Bazarte is. I guess she does WWE Mexico or whatever content. But this got submitted, and so it's a pass for me, though. Chris Statlander, again, with the more intimate, selfie-esque. This is just like an attractive photo to me. Chris Statlander gets a smash, and she looks like she had a long day or whatnot. So, what's up, Chris? I remember watching you on AEW Dark when you first came to Charlotte and did like dark matches, and I remember them signing you. Was it that night or I don't remember, but I remember watching Chris Statlander before she was officially an AEW wrestler, and she's always looked good. I wish she was on TV more. She's kind of like Shotzi, where she's an attractive woman and an appealing, piece of the show. They just don't put her on TV a whole lot anymore. But Chris Statlander gets a smash for me. Laney Reed again. What's up with WWE and all of these like school picture day pictures? This literally looks like any girl in Staten Island or in Montauk during the summer. It's a pass. Like, I can find 10 people on a lake during the summer that look exactly like her, and so I don't know. It's just nothing special. And so for me, smash or pass is like, to get a smash, it's like you got to be appealing. To get a double smash, to get a triple smash, you got to be like over the edge to something that'll be like make me have to take a double take. And I would, if I saw this photo on social media, I would just scroll right past it, to be honest. But yeah, which means we're going to the last one, I think. And I haven't used my triple smash. I haven't used my triple pass, and maybe I won't have to this week. Maybe there wasn't one special enough, but maybe there is. No, there is. Give me Steph DeLander. Oh my God. Hot girls love Steph DeLander, and hot guys like Steph DeLander too. Holy this made me take a triple check. Like, it was the discount triple check. Steph DeLander, I love her. I don't know why WWE got rid of her. She does great work in TNA. She did great work with Cardona. I think she may still be with Cardona on the Indies. I'm not 100% sure. She's just a wonderfully attractive woman. And triple smash goes to Steph DeLander. Now, I said we were going to talk about Mara Sade and some of that stuff that she said on social media. And so let's transition into that. I'm going to pull up her social media account and tell you just exactly what she said that kind of caused a little bit of controversy, maybe. She said the following. Why post bikini pics for free when I can charge a fee? And then the next post, there's only 2 places you can stay for free, and that's in your own lane and out of my business. And then, anywho, to the real ones who've been supportive or just joining the movement, wishing y'all a blessed day. That was all in response to her dropping an OnlyFans link as she's becoming officially a free agent. And obviously there are some fans who have been uber critical about people like Elena Black and now Mara Sade and Mandy Rose and other pro wrestlers using OnlyFans as a source of revenue. And here's my point on it. I want to make this really short, sweet, and simple. There are people that talk about OnlyFans as if Mandy Rose is in some like hardcore adult film content. And I don't know what she posts on her OnlyFans because I personally don't subscribe to OnlyFans content. But what it sounds like, it's just like super intimate, maybe borderline nudity, but just like super like somewhat sexual content. And I think everyone just makes this assumption. Oh, I'm on OnlyFans, which means I'm a whore and I do adult content and you're weird for supporting me for this. But there's such a large spectrum of what kind of content gets put on OnlyFans. So like obviously on the far part of the spectrum there is that adult content that's on there and that gets the negative rap, but there's stuff in the middle that's somewhat sexual but not like physical. Like there's no physical sexual content. It's just sexual in nature. And then there's literally just bikini photos, like the most harmful or harmless stuff that you could ever put on there. It's just they realize that they have, it's like their body is their money maker and they can make a little bit of money off of it. I don't see the issue with that. Like, what's the problem? If you don't want to buy it, then don't buy it. But there's going to be people that are going to support indie wrestlers. Like for instance, before Deonna Purrazzo signed with TNA, I think it was at the time, and then she went to WWE, and now she's obviously in AEW. When she was still doing indie stuff, like she would sell 8x10 bikini photos that were personally signed by her. And I bought a few of them because I was supporting her. It wasn't because, oh, I want to sexualize Deonna Purrazzo and this. No, I was supporting her as an indie wrestler. And let's just be completely honest right now. Like, there are some people that do this kind of stuff. One, because obviously they're going to make money off of it. But in that process of trying to find, like, there's no guarantee Mara Sade signed with MLW or Triple A or TNA or AEW anytime soon. She may work the indies and she's going to have a revenue source. And sometimes these indie promotions don't pay what you're making in NXT, for example. You know what I mean? So this is just a way to supplement the income. And if it works for you, it works. I don't see any issues for it. I'm not here to defend or not defend it. I'm just saying, like Mara Sade said, leave her alone and mind your own damn business. If you support. If you don't, you don't. But just keep fucking scrolling. That's my point on the matter. We're going to end this show. Again, there wasn't a whole lot of spicy news to talk about this week in pro wrestling. Obviously, the word is Goldberg's coming back. We talked about that on Thursday, but I want to talk about some contract news that was posted about an hour or two ago by Fightful Select, Sean Ross Sapp. I had my issues with him talking about some of his content earlier, but I still subscribe to him, even though he threatened to block me. He hasn't yet, but I don't think he will because he likes my money. But and you should subscribe to him, to be completely honest. You know what I mean? Like, it's $6. You get, exclusive content from the Fightful team, and personal issues aside, the Fightful team has always been good at making sure their information is accurate before just posting it. They noted that Wrestling Observer noted that Private Party's contracts are up shortly. Fightful has learned that earlier this month, the WWE had preliminary interest in Private Party. They have not been told if WWE has approached Mark Quinn or Isaiah Cassidy for contracts by WWE, or if AEW has even reached out to them. But it sounds like Private Party's contracts are up. WWE has some form of interest in them. And so, again, I talked about this with during the Mariah May episode. This is going to be something that we're going to see more frequently now. As AEW starts, some of these wrestlers' contracts start to end as we're 5-6 years into, AEW's existence. Like, these people didn't sign 10, 12-year contracts, so their contracts are coming up. Private Party seemingly had their run, and it seems like AEW may or may not re-sign them. WWE has interest in them. This is just part of the game. I could see them going to TNA to reignite themselves with the Hardys, but I think at some point the Hardys come back to the WWE, so it makes sense to have Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, Private Party, show up in NXT. And to be completely honest, the WWE kind of fits their gimmick better than what AEW did. Like, and someone posted this this morning, I believe, and I find it true. Like, Private Party peaked episode number 2 of AEW back in 2019, right? So they, against the Young Bucks, and they had that really good tag team championship match, I think it was. And they lost, but they looked really, actually, no, they won. They beat the Young Bucks. It was the Eliminator tournament to determine the first championships in the first round of the tournament, they beat the Young Bucks and they peaked at that moment. And they haven't done anything really since to expand the gimmick, expand the character, get better. To me, Private Party got stale in like 2021, and then they had this little title run here recently when they beat the Young Bucks earlier, like a year ago. They beat the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks left the company for a while, and now they haven't been seen really since. And so, but their tag title run wasn't super great. Like, you know what I'm talking? Like, I don't know. It's just they didn't do a whole lot. They're a really entertaining team. I like Private Party. I think they deserved a tag run, and they got that tag team championship run. But they were kind of stale at some point. I mean, like they couldn't make. There's a reason their title run was short, because they just couldn't carry the belts that great. They weren't great champions. They were pretty good going for the belt. They weren't great champions. You think of all the great champions that AEW's tag team division scene, like FTR, Lucha Bros, Young Bucks, even the Acclaimed were really good champions at one point. Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee had a good title run. And like Private Party, I don't know if 20 years from now, if anyone would even remember they won the AEW title tag team belts. Because like that time that the tag team scene wasn't great, and so they weren't given a whole lot to work with, but at the same time they didn't do a whole lot to make their tag run memorable. But the bigger picture is not about Private Party. It's about the idea that, all right, we're 5, 6, 7 years into this. People's contracts are going up. Now they're going to have to make a decision. Do they want to stay in AEW longer, or do they want to go somewhere else where Private Party may, like we have Hurt Syndicate now on top flights there. Gates of Agony, I thought we're going to get a push, but maybe not. Like they got this whole vignette and everything, and we haven't seen a whole lot of them since then. You have, other tag teams like making maybe a run, like Crew and Ricochet's looking for a team, and the Ops are there, and so there's a lot of tag teams, and you would think they may bring tag teams in like the Good Brothers and things like that at some point in time. And here's Private Party, and so maybe they're thinking we might not get back to the top in AEW. So what do we do? We could jump ship, and there's going to be those conversations that happen, and maybe they do jump. And good for them. They deserve to. They deserve to go to where they feel they're going to be utilized the best. But I already can feel if they jump ship, like the AEW fans, they're going to start talking about loyalty again. And like, what loyalty do they owe you? Like they've spent 5 years with the company, 6 years with the company. They've done what they could with the company. If their contract is over, they owe no loyalty to you. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, I don't know. I just, before it becomes a big deal, I just want to put my 2 cents out there. I don't think it should be a big deal if they go to WWE. But if they do go to WWE, I hope they understand that if they don't work out, like, what's next? Like if you hit the top of the mountain, if WWE signs them and they kind of fall and they sit in the mid card there, is that what they want? Like, I guess I need to know more about when their contract ends. Is it money? Is it status? Is it a championship? Do they actually want to go to WWE? There's so much that needs to be understood from this idea. It's a little different, I think, because everyone kind of figured Mariah May wanted to go to WWE anyway. But and then like Private Party's been there since like day one. So I don't think you can use the idea that they just used AEW for notoriety, because they've been here through the ups and downs of building a brand new company. It's not like Mariah May came in and she had a 1-year run and left. Private Party's been here since day one. So I don't know. It's interesting to see. This is going to be a short episode, guys, because like I said, I like to talk about some of the out of the ring stuff, and to be quite honest, like there's just not a whole lot of out of the ring stuff that we haven't mentioned this week. Omos signed a deal, an extension with WWE, so I guess he'll sit in catering for the next 5 years. Like AEW had a pretty decent week ratings wise. I think they were like third on Wednesday on all of cable. I know Mr. Iguana is finalizing a deal with WWE. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of additional information. It's not a whole lot of IWC conversations that I view important. But yeah. So we'll end it here. Tune in next Thursday for the live stream. Tune in next Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, for Grand Slam Mexico. And then I think before that, they have an ROH CMLL show that's going to run called Global Wars. So I think that's probably going to be on YouTube before Dynamite starts. So tune in to watch all of that action on Wednesday. Thursday, we got the live stream. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to our affiliate partners. I'm going to end the episode here. And let me know what you guys think. If you're listening on audio, 5-star review it. 5-star, 5-star, 5 stars for the podcast. I'm Junkyard James. We'll see you next Thursday. And until then, stay saucy, my friends.
Beyond the